Joe Biden, girl, we see right through you, sis.
Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on.
You see right through me. Let me use a black woman, bitch. Let me use a black woman, bitch. Girl, Joe Biden, what's going on? It's another episode of Kingeries. What's going on, guys? Time for another Kingeries TV video. Child, Joe Biden is trying it. A lot is going on. Daniel Caesar all on Instagram Live. What's that girl name with no forehead? What's her name? Just Hilarious trying to apologize and still ain't making no sense. So much to talk about. Let's get into it. Before we get started, you already know I'm throwing a Real Housewives of Atlanta Part 1 reunion watch party live, sis. No, I will not be going live for it. If you want to join us, you need to go to kingeries.com/shop and get your tickets. Get your tickets, okay? This will be the first time I've ever done something like this. I'm excited about it. Already sold probably like I think 7 or 10 tickets already. So if you're interested in joining us, watch Kiki with some good food and some good drinks. We look forward to seeing you, so get your tickets. So girl, I don't know where I want to start. I want to dive right quick into politics. Joe Biden is really trying it. Joe Biden is apparently in talks of trying to have Stacey Abrams as his running mate, as he introduces himself as running for the 2020 election for president. Girl, Joe Biden, you's a crack. Let me tell you something. The devil works hard, but white folks work harder, okay? Joe Biden said, look, I know I had something to do with that crime bill. Joe Biden, girl, we didn't forget what you did to Anita Hill. We ain't forget what you did, how you dragged that damn black woman. But you know what? I will say this. This is a very smart play. This is one that I would have never predicted anything like this because I know Joe Biden wants to be the president. Joe Biden can taste it. He has the experience, he has the look, and he has it to get these white people to vote for him. But the thing that's gonna hurt him is them black voters, girl, who remember, these millennial voters, us, girl, we remember we know how much you had a part to do with mass incarceration. Like, we know what type of Democrat you were back in the 90s, and we didn't forget. We remember something that you said years ago. You said, we gotta get them off the streets, and that's not our fault. We remember all of that. But Joe Biden said, you know what? This might help me because this black woman, if I pick a black woman, this will be the first black female vice president. So sis is trying him. I hate it for Stacey Abrams, but I feel like Stacey Abrams is playing the game. Rightfully so. I feel like Stacey Abrams is, I feel like she has every right. If y'all gonna give Miss Beto, or whatever her name is, to be around here standing on top of counters with them shoes on, I'm like, Stacey Abrams has just as much to do with too. And I hate to say this, but it seems like it might be a good ticket. I'm not sold on Kamala Harris. I'm not interested in Cory Booker. If I hear one more person say they went on a date with Cory Booker, I promise you I'm gonna eat crow. I'm tired of hearing it. But this is interesting because I think a lot of people are going to be like, all right, Joe, I guess it's just like you saying, okay, girl, I'm owning up to this. This is what I'm doing. I'm gonna put in a black woman. But I don't like that a black woman's, experience twice is being used to the advantage of a white man. That's kind of like, because you got Anita Hill went through all of that. I mean, she experienced so much bullshit doing that whole Clarence situation, doing his nomination and stuff, and Anita Hill was telling her story, and he berated her, dragged her ass a little bit. Well, dragged her ass a lot, honestly. And now you have Stacey Abrams, who's very qualified, and her experience, is not going to be validated because she is a black woman. At the end of the day, she's like, misogyny will be affecting her completely. Not just misogyny, but misogyny because she's a black woman. And it's just, girl, I don't know, but I think this is, I think it's cute. I think Stacey Abrams can get the experience, get whatever she needs. The clearance that has, the class that has, the education, the power, everything that has. I think Stacey Abrams is good, but I just don't know, girl. I just hope she don't get dragged into some mess with Joe Biden. But sis, you played this. But let's talk about some other folks who played themselves. Girl, we had a lot of folks playing themselves this week. Daniel Caesar opened his mouth and everything but the truth fell out. Okay, let me first tell you all, we cannot fight anti-blackness with anti-blackness. It's not going to work. When we're talking about Daniel Caesar, we cannot be these people to say, oh, screw him, he got his nose too big. lips too big, get out this way. We can't be dragging him and making fun of his lips, making fun of his black features. And those are black features, big nose, big lips, a gap. Daniel Caesar is beautiful to me. I think he's a very attractive man. I find him beautiful. I think he makes some beautiful music. Is it in my Apple Music? Absolutely not. I'm not. Bae listens to him. I probably listen to one song he had with her, that's about it. But I'm not going to be anti-black while talking about anti-blackness. Like, I'm just not going to do that. So Daniel Caesar, you know, he went on live and he was around some, you know, I think one black person and a whole bunch of other non-blacks, and he was just spewing this like bullshit. He was just saying that, why are y'all so mean to white people? As if black folks talking about, you know, the way white people look, like if black folks making fun of white people or doing all this is going to truly affect white people. And I need you all to understand what the difference is between racism and prejudice, okay? Like, we have no power in this. We don't have any power like that to be hurting folks institutionally. Like, we don't have that power. Yes, we have power. We are the culture. We all of this. But we talk about the folks who are out here colonizing lands and doing all this other stuff. It's white supremacy. So we don't, like us saying, oh, you girl, you like a bottle of mayonnaise, versus somebody else saying that in the context that it has when we go and do applying for jobs, and 9 times out of 10 it's going to be a white person in a position of power to be able to use their racism and say, well, y'all don't think you're qualified. So we had to think about that. And I don't feel like Daniel Caesar gets it. Daniel Caesar is the same person who, like in this video, he was caping for Yes Jules, a culture vulture. He said, why y'all let her use the culture? And now we're hearing that, you know, this song that he did was probably about a white woman. Doesn't surprise me. This is why I love the fact that my guy, Angry Black Homo, asked and said, look, I like Megan Thee Stallion, but I need to make sure that she is not homophobic. I need to make sure that she's not transphobic. Like, this is my politics. And I understand him when he's saying that, because it's just like, I need to make sure before I make a decision to spend my coin, my hard-earned capitalist coin, to be able to support this person, I need to make sure that their views align with mine, because you have to do that, because there's so many people that have made money off of us while being trash. And we're not talking about no trash as far as somebody saying they ain't gonna leave the seat up. We're talking about the folks that saying, well, girl, if a homosexual ever talk to me, I'm shooting him. Like that type of stuff, that type of vitriol bullshit that folks are saying and thinking that shit is funny when we sit here seeing 7 and 9-year-old queer kids, non-binary kids know what suicide is. So we have to talk about it. It's important, and there's nothing wrong with that. So with that being said, you have every right to question folks, and I think this is one of the things, like Daniel Caesar revealed himself. Now you make a decision what you want to do with him, and that's wherever you want to place him or something. But I think he knew what he was getting into. He said he felt the power. The fact that he was saying all this silly shit, and he had all these folks sitting around him, and not one person said, hey, like, bruh, now, I might agree with you, but I'm not gonna let you embarrass yourself like that. Lets me know what type of people that he's around. Lets me know what type of like politics they have, and it's just garbage. Like, not one person took his phone and said, hey, bruh, like, Dan, you doing too much. I think I would have told my friend, like, hey, like, girl, like, you cutting up, like, sis, you might want to delete that. Like, it's just, it was a disgusting thing to watch, and I was just like, girl, this is what anti-blackness looks like. And then I saw all the social media responses and stuff, and people were talking about his gap. I saw so many anti-black titles and stuff for clicks and stuff, along with intrusive ads. I guess anything to get a click over there. But I didn't like that. We can talk about Daniel Caesar. We can talk about Kodak Black without being anti-black. And since we're moving on, let's talk about Kodak Black and this situation with Young Ma. Now, you know, Young Ma, she likes her women. She loves her women's. And now Kodak Black has just seen her and viewed her as just a vagina. And it lets you know how many men look at women as just a vagina. Like, that's just all I see, girl. I don't care if you masculine, feminine, or whatever. Like, you just, and that's disgusting. That's disgusting. And that sounds like something an abuser will say. This is a person that about to go to court for sexual abuse, for rape. And then he's right here like making advances to a woman who says just, they're not interested. He's making it seem like, well, girl, you ain't got no choice. I don't think this is I don't think this is what your lawyers probably want to hear, consider you trying to defend yourself and plead not guilty for rape. So it's just like, I think your ass is guilty. I think you're an abuser, and I just don't trust you. There's so much we can talk about Kodak Black with his trash behavior, how he's treating Young Ma, how disrespectful this is, and how we respond to talking about it. Like, we cannot talk about Kodak Black and then be anti-black and colorist. We can't be calling him a burnt roach, a burnt piece of toast. We can't do that because there are people who look like Kodak Black with their same beautiful dark skin and who are not trash like that. So what does it say when you I'm gonna talk about this, I'm gonna call you out, but since you ugly, I'm gonna talk about that more. It makes no sense. Stay on the topic at hand. And somebody who probably at one point talked like this and made fun of people's features and looks and stuff, like, girl, this ain't it. Like, we need to talk about this person's politic, their behavior, how they use their platform and talk about stuff. Because Kodak Black is the same person who was saying that he don't want no dark skinned woman because he don't want no more black kids. He don't want, well, I want black, I'm already black. So, like, it's like we have to fix it. And I want us to be the ones to counsel anti-blackness. We have to counsel it with ourselves. And I'm not talking about like counseling around counseling. I'm talking about counseling like we can talk about Kodak Black, but we don't have to be anti-black in the process of talking about him and saying that he looks burnt and he looks like oil spills. That's just not cute. That is not the tea. That ain't it, chief, at all. So Kodak Black and this whole situation with Young Ma, like I said, I think it's like disrespectful and it's quite disturbing because if you get any type of like a poke on Facebook or an Instagram message, y'all be upset. You see, the boxer? He mad going through. Ain't nobody interested in your damn crimson chin looking ass. Like, ain't nobody interested in you to be doing that. And that shit is so silly to feel that, like, if a person flirts with you, you feel the need to take their life. That is garbage as hell. And you got a man around here flirting with this woman and her sexually harassing her at this point. And everybody thinks it's okay. Not making any sense. So as we move on, girl, let's talk about Wendy Williams. Girl, Kevin. Somebody get Kevin on the line. So you all know that Wendy Williams got on live and she was like, girl, I'm going through it, honey. I'm in a sober house. And girl, all this is going on, but I be trying to make sure I look good and I look beat and da-da-da. I said, girl, Wendy, spill your tea before Daily Mail spill it. Because that's exactly what happened. Daily Mail was out here like saying, girl, you better get it together because we finna spill all your tea, girl, so you better get a mop. And what Wendy did, she put a mop on her head and walked right in front of the camera and said what everything was going on. I'm glad that she did. She basically just said that, sis, this is what I got going on. My drug addiction, you all know I was suffering for cocaine. I go to a sober house and I leave at a certain time and all this and that. Definitely understandable, Wendy, but sis, let me tell you something, girl. I don't think it's all of it. I think that for there to be pictures of your husband laying up with another woman in another like another state on vacation, that shit is some sad shit. It's making me feel very uncomfortable. And I hate it for you as a person. Like, I hate it for you. I don't know, but Wendy, damn, girl, can you let Kevin go? And Kevin said he ain't going because she pays all the bill and he hold the purse. So I'm like, damn, can somebody talk to Wendy? Can somebody say, like, how do you do that when you're in a situation you feel like you are, Kevin ass seemed to be really, really trash, but damn, like, when I saw Wendy, I was like, I felt for Wendy. I was like, girl, this ain't the tea, girl, but she had to spill her tea because, girl, them hoes about to be just like your ass, sit up in the couch, girl, they about to sit at the couch, make a walk. While your ass walking through the walk of atonement. Shame. Y'all know Miss Game of Thrones is coming to snatch our wigs, honey, very, very soon. Soon and very soon. Game of Thrones is coming back April, I think the 14th. Girl, then we got, and what's this, Endgame coming to the 24th. So much. My Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion part 1 watch party. I think that's going to be April the 7th. That's what it's looking like. The finale is going to be March the 31st. And then the first part of the reunion will be April the 7th. So you need to go to KingandReach.com/shop and get your tickets. Period. Like, girl, what you waiting on? Girl, like, sis, girl, I know you've been lying and needing somebody to talk to. Somebody get Wendy on the phone, girl. I know you ain't got to keep, like, somebody can play that. What was Michelle part? Take a look at yourself. He got you going through hell. Ain't never pray like that. I don't know the words. Y'all gonna drag me in the comments. Don't drag me, girl. I'm sorry. Let's quickly talk about Just Hilarious. Just Hilarious offered us a apology, if you want to call it that. But she apologized to people that she offended, and girl, the girls is just like, girl, say the energy. Like, a lot of y'all was out here caping, Y'all was caping for homegirl saying, well, she apologized. Let me tell you something. That shit don't work like, girl, I ain't God. And when I say that, I mean that you ain't finna come and ask for forgiveness and I forgive you just because. No, ma'am. Sis has talked all this mess. She said all this, like, I don't care if y'all counsel me. I don't care. She was just screaming, fuck you. Tell a nigga. I said, fuck. Hey, girl, she was like, fuck you. Girl, she was thinking, yo, got it. Now she on her, like her eyes on the sparrow tees and some shit. Like, girl, no, ma'am. Just hilarious. Soaking that shit, and then you got Lil Rel getting on Twitter talking about some, you know, I'm empathy. I mean, we talked about this like 2 weeks on my show. Lil Rel, everybody ain't interested in your show like this. Like, I'm rooting for your big glasses wearing ass. But sis, ain't everybody gonna be watching this damn show just because? Like, girl, that's where the game work. Y'all be having all this stuff like, why nobody ain't supporting? Like, sis, you can't make people be interested. You need to find out what it is, what they're connecting with, and connect with them on that level. But you talking about something. Not only give empathy for Just Hilarious being trash and it's all this bullshit, xenophobe, and spilling this Islamophobia bullshit, and you talking about some your show, like, and show empathy, girl, we ain't got to do even motherfucking thing. And to the people who gonna say, well, Justin, you know your ass probably met 2 years ago, so you can't be out here doing that. You can't be out here doing that. Girl, but I ain't never recognized that the shit was wrong. She recognized the shit she was saying in that moment was wrong and said, okay, what y'all gonna do about it? And girl, she didn't care. She was twerking on St. Patrick's Day and hey, twerking for daddy, and then she was never would've made it. You never will make it, sis, because you won't be getting the corn from me, your bad wig wearing ass. With that being said, girl, I know this was a long, good ass Kingery City video. I know I'm giving y'all live with no parole. I love y'all so much. Before I got to talk about Miss Shane Dawson. Girl, y'all know the favorite white YouTuber girl. She out here apparently fucking Garfield. Girl, I don't have time for it. Oh, girl, she right here. How do you make a video? How do you on a podcast talk about sleep with a damn cat? White folks are something else, girl. That's all I got. Tell me what you think about this Kingery City video. Let me know in the comments. Make sure you're getting your Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion part 1 watch party tickets on kingeries.com/shop. Check out the latest episode of For the Culture Podcast on For the Culture Podcast, and I'll talk to you later on tonight. Bye.
To see us from far and wide, and you have to know. Get me from the front. That's my good side.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. Just back up a little bit, because I don't want to have to whip your ass.